Okay. Another week, another update. I gotta admit, I really wanted to keep making the giant oversized outlines. This is sort of an extremely simple scale of the entire game, and I think it's only proven to me that I just need to do what I should have done long ago, which is just separate all the layers in the different games. So right now I'm in a duplicated game that has all of the outline stuff for 3, 4, and 5 mostly. And the memory is pretty high. The map doesn't even load unless you actually walk around, so I already walked around the entire 5th layer to fill in most of it. Because this is all about the same. Go on the 3rd layer, which is far, and I decided to expand. Also, I looked at the Made in Abyss map, and I kind of panicked, but honestly, it's probably not that big of an issue. I'll figure it out. Overall map design after I get the surface built, like I should have done instead of doing this. And then it's really foggy. I really gotta fix that. It's just, it expands like to 3 times the size ish. Then I drop down a bunch more distance. And then you have the 5th layer, which is absolutely wide in a lot of different, every direction. It's like 337,000 studs radius. Now, if I didn't walk around, most of it would be unloaded. You won't even be able to see the ceiling and the wall over there. So, for example, I only have half-ish of the floor, so you can still see there'd be a gap, and it just sort of look all empty until you walk over there. Putting that aside, this is, I guess, an extremely basic outline. You can still play the game. The ping shot up from what used to be 40 to 80 now, just because of the extreme terrain. And the terrain kind of looks a bit weird. A little floaty bit, kind of distance. I don't really know. Yeah, kind of a little more obvious there. What to do about that? I'm just gonna probably hope that I have to manually do it, fill in the terrain instead of with scripts. Or this, I don't know, probably that option, because I'll have to specifically design everything anyway, so I can figure out the procedural generation thing. But that's the terrain stuff. I decided to move the spawn-in menu to here. It looks just the same as before. I don't know, maybe I changed it a bit. I think this is a little different. Yeah, there's some spawn locations and whatever. I think when I do transfer the games, I'll probably just make like, what is it, 8? Or, I don't know, depending on what happens, let's just say 8, if I just did one for every section. And then I just keep what I currently have in its section. So like, this giant ring. And then I just have to fill in terrain, add in enemies, and all that good game design stuff that will take absolutely forever for me to do. think another thing is I have like a weird ragdoll. You have low health. I couldn't get it to work with the ragdoll I currently have, so I'll have to play out. I can't sprint or use a grapple hook right now because I've been in the server and I guess I broke it because maybe respawning and something just makes it stop functioning. Those would still work the same. Also added like blood particles to reg because it turns out yeah, partner always took damage, but you could never really tell because it just seemed like you were attacking with a sword and nothing happened, but he was losing health. It's just that he had so much that I always give up before you find out. So I have no idea where he is. I'll just probably have to restart the server. Also trying to test teleporting, but teleporting to different servers, but I couldn't get it to work. I think it might have been because they're all private servers, so I'll just worry about that later. Also I decided to add both of my broken weird climbing things, so now I have the climbing up. I also have the I don't have anything because it's not working. I'm supposed to be able to climb left and right, so I guess I'll show that off and restart the server. And that's a really weird ragdoll. It keeps the movement though, which I could not get to reset. I guess it's kind of funny. And I wouldn't be able to do anything because it's supposed to be my actual ragdoll there, and you just kind of lay there until you had more health. I think that's pretty much it. So this is mostly the scene. This sort of like a stress test, I guess. You know, obviously the bigger this game as a whole would be, the longer it take to load in. Because I did actually time it, and it took me 6 minutes to get into this in the studio. And obviously the memory is a lot lower now because all the stuff is unloaded. You go here, you can climb sideways. Obviously this all works just fine now. Here he is, so poke him. Now I have blood particle. Now you know you're actually doing something. Low visual feedback. And I'm pretty sure if you hit him enough times, yeah, he just ragdolls. And he's like that forever because I can't respawn him or do anything.
Hey.
I guess that's a thing too. I just thought about that. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try and just focus back on building the surface. Maybe I'll, I don't know, man. I don't have more ping. What? I went from averaging 80 ping to averaging 100. Anyway, I'm really just not sure. How do I word this? How I want to build my game, I guess. Because I would like to put as much as possible into one game. But, I mean, if the ping is so high that it's unplayable, then there's no point. Everything is wrong, so I don't know. I think I'm probably so stubborn that I'll probably just keep building until I literally can't. And then at that point is when I'll separate into, I'll just delete all of the terrain and then I just only have this, and yada yada. I've said it many times, but I really don't want to accept that. I really wish I could just have everything as one giant map, but that's not how things seem to be. I also have been thinking about adding like a max velocity, because in Roblox you just constantly build up momentum, and I would like to slow that down so you can only fall so fast. If I can even do that. I don't know, I haven't even researched it. Just an idea. One of my many 100s of ideas that I would like to add to this game. So now see, there's like no wall, no outline, no nothing. I'll run around and fill it in. Which I do think kinda sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, obviously the memory goes up, but I don't know. It's probably better if I just get like a universal fog that prevents people from seeing beyond their render range. So ignoring that, because I just actually haven't filled that in. It'd be like to there. Also, I don't know why I have this platform. I'm gonna delete that. And obviously, I could at least make myself stop at the 5th layer. I'm not going to do a 6th nor 7th outline. At the very least, I have this and then the 6th and 7th. If by some magical way I can actually have everything all in one game and the ping isn't high enough to where it's unplayable, but I mean, going from 40 to like 100, that's not good. Like, sure, the game looks fine, I can do things, but I don't think it'll stay like that, you know, as I add fighting and everything. So I don't know. Guess this is part of what I had to accept, knowing that I might not even be able to, well, finish this or even get anywhere where I was hoping to. Just to see how far I could push this project, so I will keep going to, I'm pretty sure if I teleport down here it'll trigger the curse, so I'm not gonna risk that. But I'll keep going and see what I can get away with, and as long as I never stop, I don't know, I'm permanently dead. As long as I never stop, I don't know, reach the max of my potential. Sounds kind of weird. It's always this, I guess, time. Taking forever to do this by myself. Oh well. Yeah, that's about it. Let's see what happens next week or whatever. That's all for now. So bye-bye.